Hi everyone. So about a year ago I made this video, and what this video was an example solves video featuring a load of world-class Pyraminxes. And this video is kind of a part 2 to that. I've got a whole new set of world-class Pyraminxes, and everyone is going to be going over some example solves, talking about their solutions, thought process, and all of that other good stuff which will hopefully help you improve. All of the Scrambles and also links to everyone's YouTube channels will be in the description. I highly recommend checking them out because obviously they are all world class and there's a lot of good stuff on their YouTube channels which can help you improve. So without further ado, let's get into it, and we're going to start with Sebastian Lee.
Hi everyone, this will be a couple example solves for Edward's videos. So I will show some of my solutions and what I think about during inspection. So yeah, okay. Let's have a look. Okay, so I see two possible solutions. So one of which is on blue, and then I can do U prime, R prime, L prime, R prime, O prime. But to be honest, that's not too great. So I'm gonna do a different solution. Again, same angle, but instead of doing U prime, R prime, we do R prime, U prime, L prime, R prime, and we can cancel into the ML4E. Yeah. Okay. Next scramble. Yep, pretty straightforward solution. So what I would probably do is green, so I do the two tips while doing a U prime, and then I do R, B prime, and then my fingers are in position to do this alternate algorithm. Okay. For the scramble, like right now, like the first thing I saw was on blue, and then I can do it so that I connect this edge to the center by bringing it down, and like R prime, L prime, and then I build it, so R prime, and then I can move this edge along to connect with this center, and then E prime, B prime, and then I have this really easy spammy L4E. However, I think like a better solution definitely would be on red. So I do the 3 tips and then L, U, and then this sets it up so that I can connect this edge to this center while also connecting this green and red edge to the green and red center, and also builds a really easy 3 move L3. Alright, okay. Next scramble. Oh, this is actually pretty nice scramble. Okay. The solution in itself is pretty straightforward, but I gotta find an ideal way to execute it. Okay. So probably red, and then I do 2 tips, and then I do L prime, B prime, and then it will move this red edge over here, which I can insert, and then it gives me a skip after I do U prime, R prime. So just to show, I do L prime, B prime, and then L prime to create the V. Instead of doing R prime, I can just cancel into the 3 move L3E. Okay. Okay, so a couple ways to solve this, but I'll probably do blue, where I do 2 tips and then the 3 tips like this, and then U prime to move this edge out of the way, and then also sets it up so that after I do an L, it can be solved. And I do a tip, L, instead of doing R prime, I can cancel into the L4 Eyou. Next scramble. Okay. This is a pretty weird solution, but like, I think it's pretty usable. So I do R prime U R, and then I insert this edge. But then while I do that, I also insert this. So I insert this edge to the back, and then we have a bar, and then I could insert this edge with R U R prime L prime, and this gives me a really easy 6 move L3. Yeah, that's it for my example solves, and thank you to Edward for having me on. Yep.
Hi everyone, I'm Daniel Partridge. I'm ranked 8th in the world for Pyraminx average with a 157 average. These are my example solves, so I've just filmed an average of 5 and then I'm going to reconstruct each solve. So what I did on this scramble is I looked at red and I saw that if I solve this centre I can insert this edge and it gives this, but if you do it from here you can just cancel into ML3. The second scramble, I got 1.42. I saw, it looks pretty bad initially, but I saw that if I match up this edge to here, and then match up this edge, I'm gonna sort of like 2 moves away from hedge, but I can just cancel, and that's what I did. Okay, so on the third solve, I saw there's a 4 move V on yellow, like this, and it just gave 4 flip. But if I do it from here, I can just cancel into the ML3, just like this. That's what I did. Alright, so for the fourth single, it was a very dumb scramble. It's Solfi, like this. And I was considering just doing a different average of 5 for the video, because obviously it's a bit of a dumb scramble, not really learning much. But I did do ML3 on this, which a lot of people watching this might not know, and it's really nice, with no pre or AUF. So, just 3 tips. Boom. Okay, so on the last scramble, I saw you could do 2 moves, or 3 moves to hedge with no AUF, or mess it up. But what I did was 2 moves into ML3 with just a cancel, so that was a full solution.
Hey guys, it's Elyas. I am currently ranked 13th in the world for Pyraminx average with a 1.67 average, and I'm here to do some example solves. Okay, so we're going to get to the first scramble. I'm going to try to go as fast as I can so I can fit as many in. Okay, so first scramble, we have a 2 move blue V, as you can see, so R prime L, and that leads into this L3E case, which is 4 moves from here. So honestly, nothing much better on this scramble. There's also yellow, which you can do. You can solve this block with this center, so L prime, and then you can put this in over here, so U, R, and then you can cancel into the insert. But honestly, I would probably go for blue, just because it's like the better solution. So for execution, I would probably go like tip, R prime, L, U prime, L prime, U prime, L, tip, done. Okay, next scramble. Okay, so immediately on this scramble I see green. It has a block here, and then we have this edge which we can attach to the center to go LRL into this ML3, but I don't like that too much. I see a pretty risky solution on blue, which goes like R, B prime, U, B prime, and then that gives like a 4-move insert. But I also see we can do a sledge V, which is basically when you solve a V with a sledge. So I'm going to do this tip, I'm going to do U, and then if you see here on yellow, we can do like a sledge, and it solves the V. So I'm going to do a sledge, rotate, U, and I'm going to insert. Okay, next scramble. Okay, so on this scramble, I would do blue. There's multiple ways of solving this. There is, I'll just solve the tips because that doesn't really matter. You can solve this block with L prime, and you can move this in. But you can do that, you can do L prime U in 2 different orders. You can do U L prime or L prime U. So, depending on the cases, so if you do L prime first, it gives you this case, which is like, alright. But if you do this first, so you do the U, L prime, R prime, gives you this case. And this ML3 is pretty nice, so you can go L, R, U prime, R2 prime, L, R, L2 prime, U, and then done. Okay, next scramble. Okay, so on this scramble, I see yellow. You have this block already, you have these 3 centers, and then you have this edge, which you can pair up in 1 move, so L prime. So I'm going to hold it from this angle. I'm going to do tips, I'm going to do L prime, B prime, R prime, L prime, and I get this case, which is just righty insert, lefty insert, U, done. Okay, next scramble. Okay, so in this scramble, it's pretty interesting actually. A lot of the solutions lead to 4 flips. So if I was to do blue and solve this block with its center, and then do L prime, U, L prime, I would get a 4 flip. If you did green and did R, U prime, R, you would get a 4 flip. And nothing really stands out to me. So I'm going to go with a 4 flip solution. But I'm going to choose the green one. Okay. So I'm going to execute by starting with the tips. So I'm going to do the tips. Do R, U prime, R. And then I'm going to do this ML3, which is just L. And then you do a 4 flip. So right, left, right, and then just L prime, and then done. Okay, last solve. Okay, so I see a few solutions on here. I'm going to go with the more fancy ones first. Okay. So on blue, you can insert this edge down here with an L, R prime, L prime. But then this edge moves down here when you do that. So you can cancel into inserting it to the back. So you can do L, R prime, U, L prime. And then you get not a great case. So I'm gonna go to green, and I'm gonna start by solving the tips, and I'm gonna solve this edge over here with its center, and put this in, match this block with its center. So U, R prime, L prime, and then for this specific L4E case, I have maybe 3 or 4, maybe 5 different algs, and depending on the AUF, I choose which one is the best. So I have one which goes like RU, R prime, U, RU prime, R prime. But that doesn't skip AUF. I have hedge, which I don't use anymore. Don't worry. And then we have the one that skips AUF. So I'm going to be doing RU prime, R prime, U prime, RU, R prime, done. Okay, thank you for listening to this video, and I hope you learned something. And make sure to subscribe to Tiger and Cats Cubing. And yeah, I'll see you later. Thank you.
Hi guys, my name is Aratz. I have the Spanish national record average for Pyra, 187 average, and thank you Edward for having me in this video. So I will do like 6 example solves, and you will have the scrambles right there. So for the first scramble, I will do, yeah, there are a lot of good solutions. So first solution could be blue, doing the tip and then R prime, U prime, B prime, R, and you are getting this L3 with no off. That's very nice. Also you can do, okay, on yellow, the tip and then L, U prime, then R, L. So you are getting this L3 with U off. Both solutions are pretty nice, but I will prefer to do, yeah, blue. Blue for me is better. Blue is nice, but both solutions are very nice. So that's my solution for this. This is the second scramble. You have right there the scramble. And my first solution could be in yellow, R prime, U prime, L, R prime, in this case. Okay. So, yeah, that's not so good. Like, you could do it, yeah, but I prefer to do at this scramble blue. Blue is better. Like, you could do the tips and then R prime, U, R prime, L prime. So you are getting this edge flipped R4 case. That is nice. U off. That's my solution. This is the third scramble. This is 4 tips and no bar, so it's not so good. But I found a good solution on blue. It's, yeah, good. So the tips and then U prime, L, R prime, U, L prime, and you are getting this L4 case with no off. So yeah, that was my solution. Off. So that is. Okay, this is the fourth scramble. So no bar scramble, but this is nice. Yeah, you could do in yellow. Yeah. Okay. Wait. I have to. Okay. So in yellow, the tips and then R prime, L, and then R, L, R. So you are getting this case L3. Yeah. No off. So easy. So again, tips and then R prime, L, R, L, R. So that's it. That's my solution. So this is the fifth scramble. Yeah, the solution in yellow is pretty nice because you can do tips and then U prime, L, R, B prime, R prime, and then insert that. That's the normal solution, but instead of that, you should do this tips and then U prime, L, R, B prime, and now cancel one move, U prime and R prime. That's my solution. Okay, here you have the sixth scramble. On this scramble, I will go for blue from this angle. So I will do tips and then R to solve this block, and then U another block, then R, R prime. So you are getting this very nice semaphore from this angle, yeah, like this. And then I usually do R2. It's better than this because like this is not good. So the solve goes like this. Tips, R, U, L, R prime, and then the case. So that's my solution.
Hi, my name is Matous and I will be doing some Pyraminx example solves. So this is the first scramble. So this doesn't look like a very good scramble, even though there is a block here. But you can actually do a 4-move V on green, and that's by solving this edge and this edge, by doing a R and U, and then to finish the V you just do a R and L, and then you end up with this L4E. And instead of rotating and doing the case, you can actually do a ML4E by doing a U and this L. And if you want to reduce one regrip, you can do this Alt ML4E, which is one move longer, but it's more finger tricky in this situation. So next scramble. So this is the next scramble, and there is a very easy 4-move green V, which you can do like this. U prime to join this edge to the center, then R prime to join the blue-green edge, and then you just finish the V by B prime, R prime, and then you get this case, and you can skip pre-AUF and AUF with this alt. But there's actually a better solution, and it's to cancel the first few moves of the alt, so the whole solution looks like this. So this is the next scramble. So here is a easy pseudo V on green, because we have already this block solved, so there needs to be only this edge inserted, which is here. And you can insert it two ways, either like this, but you get a no bar, or you can insert it by using U, L, U, L prime, and then get this L3E, which is actually this case, and the alternate goes like this. So next scramble. So here you can do a easy 4-move green V by solving the green blue and the green red edge like this. L prime U to join these two edges to their centers, and then B and R. But instead of finishing the V with an R, you get this case, which you can cancel, because there is a very easy Alt ML4E. So you can finish the whole solve by doing this. Next scramble. So on this scramble there is a very easy 4-move yellow V, and it's by solving the yellow blue edge to the back and the yellow red edge here. So you hold the cube like this and solve the V using U prime, R prime, B prime, and instead of finishing the V like this and getting this case, you can actually do a Alt L4E like that goes like this. So this is a very easy scramble, and there is a 3-move V on blue, and it's very easy to see. You can just pair the blue-red edge with the blue-red center, and then finish the layer with L, R prime, and then just get this LBL. But there is actually a better solution, and it's also on blue, but it's a pseudo V. It's a 2-move pseudo V like this. Then you get this case, which is actually just this. So the whole solution looks like this: 2-move pseudo, and then this case. Next scramble. So here, this doesn't look like a very good scramble, but there is actually a sludge V on the blue side, and it's also very easy to unlock because the top side stays the same, so you just get this L4E. So you can choose to do sludge and this L4E, or you can do sludge and this ML free. So next scramble. So this is actually a very easy free move red V, and it's just by joining these two edges to these two centers with a U prime, and then finishing the V with B and R prime. And then you are left with this case, which instead of solving it like this, you can actually cancel the AUF with this out.
Hi, I'm Emil, and in these example solves I want to mainly focus on V solutions that I had problems understanding. So in this first solve I would do the red V, and I would do it with aligning this block, then solving this edge and the whole block, and then using an alternative algorithm. So the second scramble has these two big green blocks, and there are two solutions that I would think about. I don't know if I would have found the second solution in competition, but this is the first one that I saw using ML4E, and the second one I found is using a pseudo V by doing these moves to create this pseudo V, and then I won't be explaining how to do it, but if you look at this case after watching some pseudo V teaching videos, you could see this case in it, which if you do these moves on here, you would be left with an R, and that's the whole solve. So on this scramble I want to show a V solution that allows for choosing between two L4E algorithms, and it would be the red V like this. So you can create this block and then this block, but you can choose in which order you do it, because now if I solve these I would have this case. But if I do it in the other order of like solving this block first and then aligning this edge and then solving it, I would get a different case. So you can choose between two L4Es in some V solutions, and that's useful to know. So on this scramble there are no blocks, and it may look intimidating, which it often is. And on the red V I saw a pretty nice solution, but I want to explain it in more depth. So I would solve this center, which would bring up this edge, which I can solve here, and then before inserting it I can insert this edge here, but instead of doing the L2 here, I could do just L prime, U, L prime, R prime, and then the rest of the solve. So this is one of these scrambles that has all centers solved, and some people like those. I don't like them really, and there are two solutions that I found pretty quickly. The first one is aligning these two edges and then trying to rotate the center, which gives a hedge, which is not that bad, but I still don't like it. Okay, my scramble. Give me a second. Yeah. And the other solution that I found, which I had problems with finding this type of solution some time ago, and then I saw it in an example solve somewhere, and from that point on I just understood it. So you can, on the red V, you can connect this block and then move it away to connect this block and then insert both of them. And that's basically all I wanted to show. So this is another no block scramble, and I wanted to showcase a solution I found. And on the red V again, you can do this by connecting this block, and then when you insert it, it moves this edge up. You can connect it with its center and then insert it. And that's basically it.
Hello, I'm Arnau from Spain. I'm in Pira, and I used to have these both Spanish national records for single and average. My average is now second in Spain, but I still have the national record for single. I want to thank Edward for letting me on his example solves video for Pira, and I think we should just move on for the first scramble. Okay, so this is the first scramble. It's a 4-tip scramble, and I didn't see like a lot of things here. I saw like a couple of 4-move Bs, but those weren't like really good. So I ended up going with a 4-move B on green. So this is solved. Well, I will solve the tips before. So this is solved, and I want to pair this edge here while solving the center. So I will be left with an ML4E. And I believe that the ML3 will be this case. Yeah, I think it will be this case. So I would do like this, like to match those centers, and then insert this here while solving the B. And I'm left with that case, with that ML3, which I solved like this. This is the second scramble. It's a 3-tip scramble, and the first thing I saw was this block, this blue-yellow block, and I think that my solution, solution I would do officially, would be like a 3-move B on yellow, which would give me, so this case, and this is a very spammy case. And I think that I just would do that. So I would do tips, then this 3-move B into this case. This is the third scramble. It's a no-bar scramble. And I saw a 4-move B on blue. Let me just see that again. Okay, yeah. So I saw 4-move B on blue, which led to an easy case, which is already set up. Yeah. So what I will do is tips this move to bring this blue center on the bottom. Now pair these two pieces. Now an L prime and a B. And I'm left with this easy case, and that's it. This is the fourth scramble. There are a couple of 3-move Bs on the scramble, but I think that the best 3-move B on the scramble is this 3-move B on green. So we have this block here, this center is already on the bottom, and so what we are going to do is, well, tips, then bring this green center on the bottom, and now put this green yellow here. Now do a B, and we are left with this case. This is the last scramble, and the easiest thing that I saw is a 3-move LBL on yellow. And what I would probably do, like on an official competition, is do these 2 tips first, since I know that the LBL, like the algorithm, ends with an R, and I know that this tip needs to be placed like this, like this, with an L. So I just want to end the solve like this because it's better. So I would probably do this 2 tips first. Now, for the LBL, this block is already solved, and if I do a U, I would get this block and this other block, so I would have to do this, and well, you guys probably see the case. It's just pretty straightforward. So I would do this, and what I said before, so this is an R, this is an L, I would end like this probably, or maybe like this. So yeah, these were the 5 example solves, and I hope you like them.
Okay, so this is the first scramble, and it's a 4-move V. It's a pretty simple scramble, but it's a 4-move V that's relatively easy to miss. So basically you're doing yellow, and you're putting this piece up into there, and then this piece like into here. So I did like that, so those 4 moves, but basically I did it from this angle, so I did, and then it gives you this case, which is just like that. Okay, so this is the next scramble, and this is like a super easy scramble, right? So it's 4 tips, but then it's a 4-move body, and there's a few ways to kind of, I guess, think about it as a 4-move body. So the obvious kind of first thing you're going to see is this 2-move blue V. So you're going like that to make a V, but then you've got this ML4E, which basically starts with this. So you back to where you started, and then you finish the ML4E, and it's that. So I guess you can kind of think of it as a 2-move ML4E cancel, but really how I probably would see this is just like if you're doing green, you can do the green V, I guess, putting this piece up into there like a 3-mover. But if you put this piece into there, like basically put this piece at the back, so like then you get like a last layer skip. You're basically making a green layer and getting a last layer skip. I guess it is also a 2-move ML4E cancel because it's like 1, 2, 3, and then but it's you've done those 2 moves, so it's like that. Bit of a silly scramble, but interesting. Okay, so this is the next scramble, and basically with this scramble, there's a lot of different things you can do, especially on the blue side. So in terms of like things you can easily solve on blue, this piece goes in like 1 move. This piece goes in 1 move. This red piece gets set up, so you can solve that in 2 moves. And also with the red piece, you can solve it in 2 moves like that. So there's a lot of different things you can do. So the first kind of most obvious thing to do is solve this green piece, because that sets this piece up and it solves the center. So then when you're solving the red piece, the red and blue as well, is you can either do it before moving this side down, or you can do it after, so like this, and that's 2 separate V solutions. The other thing you can do is do this move first still, but then do the yellow and blue piece instead of red and blue. So then you're moving this side down, like from the, I guess from this angle, this side down, this side down, this side down, and that's another 4-mover. Another thing you can do is basically move this yellow and blue piece in first, and then do this red piece in 2 moves, and then move that down. So that's 4 different 4-movers you can do on blue, and this is where one-looking multiple solutions becomes very useful. Now, there's not really anything good. None of the solutions are like, oh yes, that's definitely the best one. The one I would probably do is where you are solving this red and blue piece, but you're moving this side down first, because that gets you this. Okay, that's not the one that that's not what I would have done. Instead, we're going to do the one where you don't move this side down first, because this gets you this. This is what I was trying to get, because that's a nice case. But basically, that is one where one-looking multiple solutions is really useful, because on this scramble there's not, but there could be some very easy cases when you've got so many different possible V solutions. Okay, so this is the next scramble, and this scramble, all about pseudo Vs, really. You can basically do one move like this, and that makes this pseudo V, where you've got these 2 pieces solved, connected to their centers, and then you've got like this. Now this doesn't give you a good case, it gives you like basically a case where you have to do like that. But if you do that first move, so you do basically the move to solve this piece into here. So you do that and you've got your pseudo V. Instead of doing this, what you can do is basically imagine doing like this, right? So this is the second move that you can kind of get a nicer pseudo V, if you like. So you've got this V, this full block solved, and you've got this flipped edge case. And that basically gives you this case. So you can do, and what you've done is you've done this move. So you're doing this move. So you cancel that, and then what you've really got is like this. So you've got what basically this scramble is one move into this case. So then you go. So the full solution is like this, and it's a relatively interesting pseudo V, and I put this. I did this in like competition simulation, and definitely under 15 seconds inspection, and I got a 183 on it, which is not that good, but it's a like weird pseudo V thing. I was kind of turning a bit slow, but I think it is an interesting thing to think about. I haven't really done any pseudo Vs, kind of ever really, but I'm getting into them a bit more, and I will talk about them more in future videos because they are quite interesting. Okay, this is another pseudo V, because basically you've got this full block here, and then you have got this piece that you can solve. So basically what I did is like these two moves, and then that again gives you it gives you this case. I seem to love a pseudo V with this case, but basically then and then like that. So the full solution is basically moving this side down, B move, and then like that. So there's two B moves in it, but it's no tips, and you do get like an optimal solution, so that's nice.